Yo, what's happening? Welcome to Kons Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all subscribed, that's still subscribed, that's liking videos, that's commenting. You feel me? Hope all y'all washing your hands. Hope all y'all using disposable gloves properly. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all not, you know, putting gloves in your hands, going to the store. You feel me? Using them same gloves, coming back home, putting the food away, and then taking your gloves off, throwing them in your garbage in your house. You know what I'm saying? That's the wrong way to be using disposable gloves. You feel me? You go to the store, have them in your car, put them on, go in the store, get your groceries, load them up. You feel me? Take them off, throw them away or on the ground at the parking lot. You feel me? Come home, wash your hands, put your groceries up, boom. You feel me? That's a preventative measure. You feel me? But yeah, though, this is episode 18. Had a whole lot of trials and tribulations with this episode. I've been trying to record this shit for the past 20 minutes now. Shit kept cutting off. Um, you know what I'm saying? Dave East went live one time. And I'm gonna load them though. I'm gonna keep them on my phone. I'm gonna load them as bloopers. You feel me? Cause yeah. So here, this is what take four now, episode 18. You feel me? Um, but yeah, this Kons podcast. Welcome in, everybody. If this your first episode, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? This is my podcast. You feel me? I do reviews or whatnot. Talk about movies, current events, any and everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, this one is about the movie called Uncorked. You know what I'm saying? A movie I seen on Netflix during this quarantine time. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching a lot of movies on Netflix. I'll get into some after this, but yeah, a movie called Uncorked, directed by a dude named Prentice Penny. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get into it. You know what I mean? The movie's about it's a black dude. You know what I'm saying? His dad owns this barbecue restaurant in Memphis that he's trying to run, try to eventually pass on to his son. His mom is there. You know what I'm saying? And she's always in the dad's ear, like, man, let that boy live. You know what I'm saying? Let him do him, do whoop de whoop. Dad is real strict on trying to pass down this relationship, this restaurant to him because his dad did the same to him. So, he coming from that type of era. But the black dude, he wants to be a Somali. That's his passion. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't really want to work in the restaurant industry. You know what I mean? His passion is trying to be a Somali. And I didn't even know what that was. Like, I had to look it up. You know what I'm saying? And it's a wine specialist. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody who specializes in wine who can take a sip and you know what I'm saying, tell you what new world it's from. It's from the old world, tell you what fruits is used, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Real nice with the sip of the wine, real wine specialist, you know what I mean? So that's what a Somali is, you know what I'm saying, which is rare. You don't really see that, especially in a black dude, you know what I'm saying? You don't really see that too often. You know what I'm saying? So well, it's another thing I thought was kind of dope. So, you know what I'm saying? So he eventually went to school. He went to school to become a master sommelier. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, his dad want to pass the restaurant to him. He don't really want him to take the sommelier route. You know what I'm saying? But his passion is with it. So he's following his dreams and goals. You know what I'm saying? So he went on. Uh, he went he went on and took the exam. You feel me? That they screen you before you get in. So he took that and passed it with like flying colors. But the school was in Paris. You know what I'm saying? So his dad is like real upset about it. You know what I'm saying? Being real petty, little petty remarks at him and all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so yeah. So while he's in school, they take a little exam. You know what I'm saying? And then he ends up um, beating one of the top dudes, which was a white dude, in the Somali school. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he was like the only first black dude there. You know what I mean? He met these other two people who was there, which was a female and a white female and a white dude that he studied with or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Um, and another thing I want to put out, like, you know what I'm saying? It was filmed in Memphis, like I said, so the soundtrack was dope. I thought it was real isomorphic the way they did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was because when they was in Memphis, they was playing like a bunch of Memphis artists, like underground artists, artists that me and you ain't never heard of. You know what I'm saying? They was playing a whole bunch of. It wasn't no Juicy J or 8 Ball MJG, like one of none of that. It was real underground artists. I can tell, you know what I'm saying, that real gutter music. You know what I'm saying? When that was in Memphis. So then when he went to Paris for school, they was playing a bunch of like UK artists, you know what I'm saying? Which I thought was dope too. You know what I'm saying? They was playing like, you know what I mean? Because when there was visually, you see that in Paris, and then audio, you hearing UK music. So it really put you in the scene. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was very dope, which also made me look up the shout out to the director, Prentice Penny, you know what I'm saying, which is a black man. You feel me? But yeah, the movie is real black though. That's why I had to look it up and make sure the director was black because it's real like authentic black mama, black daddy type, southern, you know what I'm saying? That real blackness. Like when I was in Harlem, New York, you feel me? How you just feel that black in the air, you know what I'm saying? That black excellence, you feel me? You just feel it like all over. It's just thick in the air type shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's what was dope about the setting of the movie. You know what I mean? They house, you know what I'm saying, where they was at, the way they dressed, all of it was just a real dope isomorphic setting to give the viewer a setting of where it was at and what was going on and what was being took place. You feel me? Very isomorphic. Um, so yeah, that was the soundtrack. So um, the mom had cancer and it had came back. You feel me? So the dad was very depressed. You could tell he was, but he was one of them dudes who try to hide it, but you can tell that it was there still. You know what I'm saying? Because he started being real, even more petty with his son. You know what I'm saying about him being want to be a Somali. Um, you know what I'm saying? And she ended up passing away. You know what I'm saying? So that made things real, that turned things around, that made him start realizing that he wanted to really be in his son's life, and he realized that he really loved this Somali path. So, and then that's when his dad broke it to him that his dad, which is the son's grandfather, he uh, owned the restaurant and passed it down to him. And then he wanted to be a teacher. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to go a different path other than the restaurant too, but he went what his dad wanted, and that was being the restaurant business. You know what I'm saying? So it was like he was dealing with the same thing with his own son. So he realized that once the mom passed away, you know what I'm saying? Then he started helping them out. He started keeping tabs. He realized he really loved that passion. So, and he started helping him out with the tests, helping him out with the school. And before he was being petty, didn't want to send him no money, didn't want to help him out with the school, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to talk to him on the phone, none of that. So that was the whole realization once she passed on. Um, then it kind of created this type of bond between that what he should have already had with his son anyway. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought was a dope touch on the movie. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so then while he's in school, you know what I'm saying, he takes the Master Somali, the final test. You know what I'm saying? And it's up against and they all took the test. Him and his two friends that he studied with, the white guy and the white girl. Um, they all took it. So he ended up not passing. He passed as far as the origin, but not so much the taste part. You know what I mean? He got some stuff wrong in that, so they kept him back. He failed it. They get this little pen, you know what I'm saying? Master Somali pen that you get when you pass or whatnot. So they showed him he was at like a dinner or restaurant eating, uh, and he with his girl, and then he comes up and says, "Yo, I know you." Whoa, 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 the white guy, and whoa, whoa, whoa. They shake hands. How you been? Whoa, whoa, this and that. And then they show him. He notices his little pen the white dude had. He passed. You feel me? So he noticed it, and you know what I'm saying. Kind of had like a distraught look on his face. You know, he felt salty. You know what I'm saying. But then, so the movie ended with you feel me, him in school, and he's like going through you feel me, he's mastering it, like he's got it in his mind, he's acing the test, doing it all easy. So basically let you know that yo, he went there, went back, got his shit, he passed. You feel me? And then that's kind of how it ended. So I thought that was a real dope movie. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was pretty dope. That was Uncorked. You feel me? Another movie I watched was called Spectral. That movie I thought was dope. You know, it's about the military. They fighting these anomalies, these out of dimensional beings. You feel me? Who end up being made from compensate. They said. You know what I'm saying? In this lab. You know what I'm saying? Taking this heart, pretty much the mind and souls of like other dead soldiers, and turn them into these killing ghost type machines. You know what I'm saying? Like they would run and pretty much pass through somebody's body, and then that person would be dead. You know what I mean? And when they looked at them, I think they said the outside of them were like frozen, but their internal organs and shit were like fried or something like that. So some weird happened when they passed through them, and they was killing these people like instantly. You feel me? Um, that shit was dope. That's called Spectral. Another one is called Blood Dad. I think that's what it's called with Mel Gibson. That was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? One of them dad daughter type things, and he crazy, you know, she crazy, and then find out that they both type crazy. You know what I'm saying? So she got into some trouble with some drug dealers or whatnot, and end up killing somebody, and then they end up coming after her, and she end up reaching out to him, and they end up going on the run kind of together. And then he uses his ties because he's an ex-convict, so he uses his ties to jail to like find out who's who or what's what and all this type of shit. That's a pretty dope movie. Another one I watched was Kareem and Coffee, which was pretty dope if you can get over a little 12-year-old cussing up a fucking storm in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, this dude is a kid, real life. Like it's not in the Snapchat filter, we're making him look like a kid. He really old. Like, nah, this dude is really young. Like, he really probably like 12, 13. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty much about the kid, a mom, and a new dude comes in, starts fucking the mom type shit, and he's like jealous type shit. You know what I mean? So then they get caught up and end up bonding type shit. But it's a pretty cool movie. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was pretty dope Netflix original movie called Kareem and Coffee. But like I said, if you can get over the fact that he's cussing up a storm, you know what I'm saying, and he's a child. You know what I mean, if you can get past that, it's a pretty dope movie. You feel me? I've talked to some people and they hate the fact see the little kid cuss like that. You know what I mean? I'm from, you feel me? I've seen kids cuss. I've seen kids do and say shit way worse than that. You know what I'm saying? So it first bothered me a little bit when I first was watching it, but then it's like, you know what I mean? I quickly get over it. I did. You know what I mean? Maybe everybody, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? But yeah, Kareem and Coffee, Blood Dad. I also watched this other movie, you feel me? The Mom Girl Snickers put me on to, you know what I'm saying, called The Platform. The movie was cool, it was weird, you know what I mean? Had kind of a creepy kind of feel to it, but it was interesting, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a little twist involved in the story with the girl coming down. So it's about this middle platform. It's a cell. So these people are prisoners. Um, it's a 200 tier platform where like this big tray comes down the middle and starts at the top, and the people at the top get the best food. They get the best because they get the most of it. It sits there for like maybe 45 seconds, and you got to kind of scarf down what you can because it's going to move down to the next tier. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then so that same table, they don't refill it. So the people at the bottom, they get the worst. You feel me? For floor 50 and 30 and all that, they get the worst because it's just the scraps. You feel me? From what everybody above them didn't want to eat. You know what I mean? So, and they was putting like wine on this table and, you know what I'm saying? Real fancy type shit. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that movie was cool. It was weird, creepy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely has some cool little plot twists, little nice little horror feel to it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely some violent shit in there. You know what I mean? Um, a lot of blood. You know what I'm saying? It's dark. It's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty dope. It was pretty dope. You know what I mean? I definitely put it on the recommend list as far as something to watch on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Man, what else I watched on there, man? I've watched a bunch of movies. Polar is also dope. If you ain't seen Polar, That's a dope ass movie. You know what I'm saying? Polar's a dope ass movie about a retired hitman. You know what I'm saying? Who's trying to retire and shit, and people he work for don't really want him to retire and shit because he get like some type of pension on his birthday, like $40 million or something like that. So the people he worked for is trying to pretty much kill him before his birthday come type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty dope movie. It's called Polar. You know what I mean? That movie was dope. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just been chilling. You know what I mean? Definitely watching a whole lot of Netflix. Oh, Money Heist. I mean, Inside Job, Inside Man, Most Wanted. That was a dope movie too. If you seen the first Inside Man with Denzel Washington, this one was similar to that, but a female lead, and she had a different type of motive. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same type of bank robbery. They pull it off type shit. It was dope though. The way they did it though, definitely dope. You feel me? At the end, they tell you how like, and I didn't even realize what was going on when they showed you actually what was going on. Definitely dope movie. That's what I'm saying. Inside Man, Most Wanted. That was dope. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching. I wanted to do this. I'm gonna load the bloopers up. Like I said, I've been trying to put this up for a long time. This episode has been fucking with me, doing a bunch of other ass shit, stuck uploading. I tried to record straight from my phone, not from YouTube, and that kept stopping. Like, what you gonna see? I'm gonna upload all of that for y'all to see. You know what I'm saying? Bloopers, take one, two, three, and four. This is the fourth time I've tried to do this episode. You know what I mean? But it's just a grind. YouTube is a grind. Sticking, with the digital world, it's always gonna be a bunch of hiccups and all that type of shit. Just gotta keep going. You know what I mean? I said that in one of my episodes, life and life lessons. You feel me? You gotta just keep moving. You know, there's gonna be obstacles in your way. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Fall over the hurdle? You gonna jump over that motherfucker? You feel me? I like to jump over them. I don't like nothing hitting me and falling over, hitting on my motherfucking face and all that. So you know what I'm saying? I keep it moving. But yeah, that's a wrap though. I'm gonna wrap this episode up. You know what I mean? Episode 18 for the fourth, fifth time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hope all y'all being safe out there. Uh, Wear a mask. If you feel you need to wear a mask, don't worry about how it make you look. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you got respiratory issues already, or if you have somebody in your household with lupus or cancer or anything, I recommend you do everything you need to do to take your preventative measures so that you don't bring it home to your loved ones. But yeah, hope y'all have maintained it cool. Hope y'all not losing your sanity. Staying in the house. I'm a cancer. I don't fuck with people anyway. I'm used to it. I just ain't left my city of Elk Grove in a long time. I ain't even been out of the southern part of this area, the city I live in. So you know, it's cool though. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Doing a whole lot more gaming. You feel me? That's for sure. You can catch me on the duty, Call of Duty. I'll be on that a lot. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. You feel me? I'll put my gamer tag in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, hope y'all being safe. We'll wrap this up, episode 8. 18 in my pocket. Damn. Episode 18 of my podcast. You know what I'm saying? Wrap this up. Hope all y'all being safe and shit. Um, Hope all y'all being safe out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wrap this one up though. Holla at y'all. You feel me? Fuck with content, all y'all people. Subscribe. You feel me? Hit the like button, comment, share this shit, share the fuck of it, put it on Facebook, all that good shit.